Cats have 9 lives, and a cat named Alfie is proof of that. The poor boy was hit by a car. After being examined by the owner, and with no signs of life shown, the whole family grieved for their beloved pet for a long time. But a miracle happened. The cat returned to the house 9 months after the tragedy. The family already lived in another place, but the neighbors informed them about this event and they happily took their pet. How did it happen? No one knows. A dog named Piper was the boy Carter's best friend. She became his dog at his 12th birthday, and in those 2 years, she healed the pain of losing his younger brother. But misfortune happened in the family again. Piper was released outside to bathe and she ran away. For 3 weeks, there was no news from Piper, and no one hoped to find her. But soon, Carter's mother received a call from a shelter with the message that Piper had been found. Carter's mom took Piper from the shelter and went to pick up her son from school. When Carter saw his beloved dog in the car, he was overjoyed. The boy was so happy that he could not even hold back his tears. Everyone was happy. The Braun family from El Dorado Hills lost their dog Murphy while on a camping trip. The dog heard shots and ran into the forest in fear. The family tried to find their beloved dog in the forest even 2 days after the incident, but the search was unsuccessful. However, they did not intend to give up and printed posters about their dog, but that didn't help either. And now, 2 years later, they were contacted by the new manager of the same camp where Murphy had disappeared. He reported that a thin and frightened dog was caught near the campsite. The Browns went to the campsite in the hope that it was their Murphy. Despite the fact that Murphy had changed a lot, he still had a distinctive mark, a scar on his right paw, by which his family recognized him. A cat named Holly walked nearly 200 miles to reach her home. She got scared of the shots of fireworks when she went on vacation with her owners. When the fireworks started at night, Holly ran away from her family in panic. The frightened cat decided to walk towards the house, and a few weeks later she was found close to the house, literally 1 mile away. The cat was terribly emaciated. The bones protruded and were visible through the fur. The girl who found the cat in such a state took her to the veterinarian, where they read the information from its microchip and called the real owners. After 2 months of traveling and wandering, the cat returned to a loving home. This amazing reunion of the owner with her dog happened after 12 years of search and hope. Duchess knocked down the door of her home in Pittsburgh and fled when she was just 2 years old. The owner searched for her for years and paid for the maintenance of the microchip, hoping to find her dog. And it happened. Duchess ended up in an Orlando orphanage and they contacted Catherine using the microchip. The girl cannot hold back tears when meeting with her beloved pet. The dog Nico wandered for 4 years in search of his mistress, and once wandered into the backyard of a kind person. Nico was badly shabby and terribly thin. The man decided to shelter and feed him. However, his neighbor thought it was him who tortured the poor animal and called animal control. The man explained the situation when the animal control arrived. Then the rescuers found and scanned the microchip on the dog and reported the find to his owner. The girl was shocked. She couldn't believe her happiness. She could not believe that this day had come. When the girl came to meet with Nico, she cried with happiness, and Nico was insanely happy to finally find his mistress. A cat named Angel miraculously escaped the fire. Her family tried to save their animals, but the forest fire came too quickly, and the animals scattered in different directions and had to be left behind. But fortunately, a week later, Angel returned home herself. She was hit by the fire, but fortunately not much. Angel found a way to escape even from fire. A pet cannot just get missed, it can get stolen. This terrible story happened to a dog named Atlas. He was stolen from his own yard. Everyone was shocked by this story. The owners were looking for help in 3 directions: the media, social networks, and of course the police. When the Atlas owners contacted the police, they were told to wait. But 3 days later, they got a call and asked them to meet. At the meeting, Atlas ran out to the owner. The dog was found. It turned out that he was stolen by some girl whose motives are still not entirely clear. But one of the people who allegedly helped find the missing dog was her former work colleague, and at some point he demanded money for the dog. An investigation is underway in this case, but the girl will clearly be answering by law for what she did. A terrible hurricane passed in the city of Keansburg, New Jersey, and took away many valuable things from life. This couple lost their beloved puppy during Hurricane Sandy when he escaped from the cage. They were looking for him for many months, but there was not any news about him. 2 years later, by the 10th birthday of their daughter, the couple decided to have a new pet. They went to the orphanage to find a new friend and couldn't believe their eyes. In the first cage sat their dog, Reckless. He immediately recognized his masters and began to jump. The couple could not hold back tears of joy. It turned out that Reckless had spent 5 months at the shelter and finally waited for his return home. Hope you enjoyed my stories about animals and their owners being reunited. Do you know the same cases? Write in the comments about them. And don't forget that animals can give us a lot of fun. Go to the Animal Like People channel to watch awesome videos about it. See you next time.